But wait, that's me. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Clay Brown Jr. Road to Glory series. We're going to start this thing off the way that we do every episode, and that's the highlight package from last week. This is the game against the Wyoming Cowboys, the Mountain West Conference Championship. My guy got busy, but we wasted that performance, lost the game. But look at some of the highlights from this game. So that was the highlight package. Clay Brown Jr. as usual, doing what Clay Brown Jr. does, putting up good numbers, and but it was not enough. The Spartans fell short to the Wyoming Cowboys. The Spartans are no longer ranked, no longer have an opportunity to go to one of the higher profile bowl games. But you know, all hope is not lost. We're still going to get a bowl game. We still had a drastic improvement over last season, and that was one of the objectives coming into this season. Now, before we move on to the rest of this episode and get on to the award season and the game, the bowl game and stuff like that, I did want to say that you saw in the title, this is going to be the series finale. It's going to be the last piece of content from the EA Sports College Football 25 video game. Had a lot of fun with it, and I didn't plan to get College Football 26, to be honest. I mentioned that in my little mini podcast if you want to check that out. But one of my good friends, Johnny Castle, he blessed me with this EA Sports College Football 26 video game. So future content will come from that, and I'll try to get into that a little bit later on. But this is the last piece of content from the 25 video game, the College Football 25 video game. Had fun playing it, had a lot of fun going online, getting beat up and beat down by a bunch of people. But I'll have the new game to do that in and hopefully play a little better. So you'll start seeing some content from EA Sports College Football 26 in the future. But I did want to wrap up this series the right way. Just a little closure, not for anybody else necessarily, because I don't have a whole lot of viewers, but wrap it up for myself. See this thing through to completion. So now we're gonna move on to the rest of this episode. We played basically the last game of the regular season. Now we're moving into the postseason stuff. Before we get to the games in the postseason, we got to take a look at the awards. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the awards. Clay Brown Jr., the 2026 Player of the Year. I think in real life this would be called the Maxwell Award. Over 1,300 yards rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns, 292 yards, 292 carries. They didn't show his passing stuff or his receiving stuff, but he's over 1,000 yards there. So by far, the best player in the country, even if I'm biased. But the Heisman Award, let's see who that goes to. Heisman is going to go to Connor Wegman, the quarterback from Texas A&M. Impressive, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The Heisman Trophy quarterbacks usually have more gaudy touchdown numbers and passing numbers, but those are good, I guess. Best running back, which would be called the Doak Walker Award in real life, Clay Brown Jr. And the best special teams returner, Clay wins that. We didn't see any of that stuff in the series because they don't allow us to kick return or punt return. But good stuff there. First team All Mount West Conference, of course, Clay Brown Jr. Now for the the nationwide award, first team All-American, Clay Brown Jr. You can't deny this, man. And what else we got? We're going to the New Mexico Bowl against the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, and that's the footage that you're going to see coming up next.
Let's go, break! YoungGotti! Let's go, break! Double, double! Red 18! Red 18! Ready? Break! Double, double! Let's go! Ready? Break! 180! Let's go. Break. Single, single. Set. Ready. Break. Set. Let's go. Break. Single, single. Here we go. Break. Black 88. Black the hunt. All right, let's get it. Break. Blue 22. Ready? Break. Double, double. Here we go. All right, let's get it. Break. Black 14. Ready? Wildcat, Wildcat. Set. Let's go. Right. Ready? Let's go. Right. Kick, kick, kick. White 50. Let's go. Break. Double, double. Get ready. Ready? Break. Double, double. All right. Ready? Break. Blue side. Let's go. Break. Single, single. Red 18. Ready. Break. Let's go. Let's go. Break. Single, single. Set. All right, let's get it. Break. Let's go. Break. White 80. Here we go. Break.
right, there you have it. Bold victory for the San Jose State Spartans, 43-27. Clay Brown Jr. looking like a man on a mission. Shout out to Mabel, Mo, and Oscar. Plus 1,000 for the folks out there who got that reference. 212 yards, 212, that Manhattan area code. 31 rushes, 3 total touchdowns. Easily the player of the game, Clay Brown Jr. Doing Clay Brown Jr. things, going to the end zone like he owned that spot, like he bought up all the property in the red zone and end zone. Good victory. We're going to take a look at these stats, but more importantly, finally got to a bowl victory, something that eluded us for a little bit. Now, as far as the stats go, quarterback Brown, we didn't really need him that much. He threw 3 picks. But Clay Brown Jr., once again, 212 yards rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns, 6.8 yards on the ground, 7 catches, 155 yards receiving, plus another touchdown. And we are the New Mexico Bowl winners. Let's go ahead and take a look at the season stats for Clay Brown Jr. 1,500 yards plus on the ground, 12 touchdowns. Clay Brown Jr. also had 90 plus catches for almost 1,200 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns. Impressive numbers right there. Let's look at the career numbers, career stats. Almost close to 3,000 yards on the ground, just short. 19 touchdowns, just short of an even 20. Now, if we look at his receiving numbers on the career, wow, that's impressive. 13 receiving touchdowns, like 2,300 plus receiving yards. Some receivers don't even get those kind of stats. We'll take another look at the season punt return and kick return stuff, even though we've never returned a kick in the game or a punt in the game. So you see his numbers there, 4 more touchdowns there. So an impressive stat line there. He graduated from college in 3 years. And this is the point where we would have to make a decision. So that kind of brings us to, I guess, the semi-end of this episode, the conventional end of this episode, because the original plan was to hold on to college football 25 for another calendar year, the way I've done in the past with other games back in the Xbox and the PS2 eras. But little change of plans due to Johnny Castle, the homie, buying me that College Football 26 as a gift. Shout out to him. All right, so the original plan for this episode, season 3, episode 14, would have been to make this thing a little bit of a cliffhanger, where we leave you hanging and you have to wait until the next season or the next phase drops, with Clay Brown Jr. deciding between 3 different options. Would Clay Brown Jr. chase his NFL dreams and enter Madden 25 in the superstar mode? Would Clay Brown Jr. stay in college and try to fight it out with the San Jose State Spartans after getting so close to being like ranked at the end of the season? Would he try to stay again for his senior season and raise the San Jose State program to a higher level? Or would he try to take his own personal brand to one of the higher profile schools and see if he could have success there, possibly win a national championship? So that would have been the original plan for this episode. But first, you know I had to go ahead and run an ad for the CB26 Sports Buds, man. You know, it's a product that does not exist in real life, but in the universe of Clay Brown Jr., it's an important reason for why he's so successful. So I had to go ahead and drop this little promo section. I also wanted to take a moment to promote something that's very much real, and that's the Krave the Art Instagram page. I know we lived in this world where everything is like done by AI, but Krave the Art, self-taught pencil artists. They do still objects, portraits, animals. Please go check out the page and show your support. Once again, that's Krave the Art on Instagram. We're going to go ahead and transition to the real conclusion to this story by looking at a couple of Clay Brown Jr.'s big plays from the bowl game. So Clay decided to test his fate, chase that childhood dream, and go to the NFL. So that's what we ended up doing. We ended up transferring the character from Road to Glory to the Madden 25 Superstar Mode, and I'm gonna take you through this disastrous combine performance where my man looked out of sorts. He went to Indy and left the worst possible impression. But you're gonna see it right now. My guy Clay Brown Jr. ran like an offensive lineman, bench pressed like a kicker, showed the agility of a table. I don't know how to describe it. It was just bad. Normally I'm pretty bad at these little things like this, and 2K, I think there's a similar combine setup, or like the different training skills. I just don't have it in me to do these. But you're gonna see, starting off with the 40-yard dash. I at least wanted to get this one good because he's a speedy back in college. I wanted to give him a halfway decent 40 time, but instead he ran slow, like I think slower than Tom Brady when Tom Brady ran his combine. That was pretty bad. I think we're gonna go up to the bench press numbers right now. The bench press test, and I think they expected 9 reps or something, 8 or 9 reps, and nah, I ain't get them 8 or 9 reps. And I think this mechanism on how to bench is like similar to the 2K one. I remember doing something like that in 2K23 with the bench press. Same, I think it's the same buttons, but yeah, I ain't good at that. I don't think I'll ever get good at that. We talking about the combine. We ain't talking about the games. Not the games. We talking about the combine. And it's the broad jump. Yeah, the timing was off on that. And yeah, you should have seen my face when I was actually playing this phase. I was like, man, my guy not gonna get drafted. After putting up all those crazy numbers in college, he gonna go out to the combine and look like a total bum. Yeah, I'm not good at these. This is I think the shuttle. And these are the drills where I should have been okay with, because in the college game, I think I did okay with it. But nah, maybe I had a little jitters, running out of bounds and stepping wrong and all this other stuff. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Cut reaction drill. You're gonna see all of this, man. All of the failures here. Ran into the red zone, the red lines. That was stupid on my part. Getting hung up on the little tackling dummies. This is disastrous. This is like the worst possible performance you could have. Like, I ain't had a performance like this since the early stages of the Clay Brown Jr. Road to Glory stuff, when he was at Army and trying to learn some of the drills. The pass catching thing. This should be a strength. But not quite. But again, it's the combine. This ain't the games. We're gonna see how we progress. We're gonna see what team drafts us and all of that. But I think we have another thing we have to test our football knowledge. I think I did a little bit better on that, so I'm gonna take you to those screens in a moment. Probably won't do any voiceover for that though. On second thought, let me go ahead and do the voiceover here. Which of the following has not been a matchup in the Super Bowl? And at least how many offensive players must be on the line of scrimmage? Which NFL player was drafted to play baseball? Orange Crush was a nickname given to which team's defensive unit in the 1970s? Which of the following states is not home to at least 2 NFL teams? John Madden is synonymous with what Thanksgiving dish? In 2000, who was the first player to appear on the cover of Madden? And I answered the question faster than I could read it off. But I think I did a good score. I think I got a good score in this one here. I think I only got one wrong. Yeah, one wrong. 9 out of 10 was the score. I think I'm an early second rounder. I think it's time for the NFL draft. So I got Clay sitting at home waiting for that call, and he gets one from Jim Harbaugh of the Los Angeles Chargers. I was getting ready to call them the San Diego Chargers, but they ain't been in San Diego for some years now, I guess. But yeah, it's a good fit. You know, San Jose State Spartans running back going over to the LA Chargers, similar colors, California kid, staying home to play for a big city team. Let's see how this thing plays out. I'll give you a little bit of preseason action for Clay Brown Jr. Right, so Clay getting paid a couple of dollars here, man. Let me hold something. 9.76 million, 4-year contract. Let me hold a couple of dollars, Clay. I got the team meeting stuff with Jim Harbaugh, the coach, welcoming Clay Brown Jr. to the team. Man, in the hindsight, I kind of wish I'd have just held on to this, Madden and college football 25. I mean, in theory, I could still hold on to Madden 25, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, being that I got college football 26. Go through this whole team meeting stuff. Focus on ball security. Don't want to fumble. Fumbles kill offenses. Lose games for teams. They end possessions. So yeah, ball security is an important thing. Now let's move on to the next phase of this thing. I gotta get you at least a little preseason action before we call it a day. All right, so we got this preseason game against the Seattle Seahawks. Clay out here with no gloves on, looking kind of weird without the gloves. But I didn't adjust his attire, none of that stuff. But we're gonna look at a couple of these possessions, see what they ask us to do. I'm not gonna do a full voiceover. Come back at the end, and that's pretty much gonna be the last time you see Clay Brown Jr. in college football 25 or Madden 25. We're gonna see how our guy does in the preseason. we've reached the end of the quarter, and also the end of the Clay Brown Jr. Superstar Mode and Road to Glory series on College Football 25. Take a look at some of the stats for Clay Brown Jr. in his preseason debut, his NFL debut. I think he did a pretty good job, got in the end zone, something that Clay Brown did a whole lot of in college. Letting the Super Sim play out for a little bit, but I think he had like 10 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Good opening performance for a rookie in the first quarter of action. And in a perfect world, I would have held on to this game and just continue to play out his NFL career and have more fun with it. But like I said before, my homeboy got me to College Football 26, and I'm going to move on to that. But it's been really fun playing out the Clay Brown multiverse, as I'm calling it, on College Football 25. For people who don't know, this Clay Brown multiverse is something that kind of started 20 years ago, like in real life. I had one of the old NCAA football games and recruited a fictitious character, and decided, hey, I'm gonna just run with that character in College Football 25. So it's been real fun doing the Dynasty Mode series, the Road to Glory series here in College Football 25. Moving on to the new game. Not sure if I'm gonna do the Road to Glory there, but I'm definitely doing a 3-person Dynasty with Johnny Castle, King Paulie, the homies. You'll see that in the coming future. But again, real fun going from the first season of Clay Brown Jr., the Road to Glory series, me barely knowing how to use the Photoshop type program called GIMP. You see how jagged and weird things look on the screen for the first title card that I used. But over time, I think I got better with it. Saw Clay go from the 60 overall freshman, 2-star freshman, going to the Army Service Academy, kind of working my way up, turned him into like this 99 overall superstar speedster, all around back, going from his first practices at Army, looking like a future star, and then moving on from Army to San Jose State, where I was able to, I played pretty bad in his first season at San Jose State, but moved on to that junior season where he's just a certified game breaker. Saw a little glimpses of that in his first year as well at Army. Probably should have stayed there in a perfect world, would have stayed there another season before moving on to San Jose State. Showing that breakaway speed and all, showing the ability to catch the ball. But real fun, as I gotta say. Real fun playing this series. And I don't know, I don't really have much to say. I'm at a loss of words, kind of repeating the same stuff over and over and over again. But I'm gonna leave it in. I'm not gonna edit it out. You'll see, just to give you a little glimpse for the College Football 26 stuff, you're gonna see some action from me playing online, the College Football Playoff Series, trying to see if I could do better than I did last year in College Football 25. But just to give you a little spoiler, I'm still getting beat regularly. But the main thing I'm going to be doing with College Football 26 is that 3-person dynasty. I created some cupcake teams. Me and my friends, we agreed to do what we did last year, and that's pick cupcake teams and try to build them up like 2-star teams and lower. I decided to make a custom team on Team Builder, a few of them, and you'll be seeing them in the Dynasty Mode. So until then, I want to say thank you for taking the time out to watch, and look out for more in the future on this channel. But wait, that's me.